Today we're going to discuss about the need, or why don't we go direct? And what does this mean? This means that many times we face ourselves with a challenge, and we end up going through so many intermediaries before we actually get the problem resolved. And Hashem is, telling us, why do we have to go through all these middlemen if we can go straight to the source? So, for example, personally, in my business, when I started my medical manufacturing business, I said to myself, do I want to go through wholesalers, distributors, especially during COVID, wait on the supply chain in order to fulfill my contracts? If I get a contract that says I have to deliver in a week, and I'm waiting on so many middlemen to get to get the deal closed, it would be problematic because I would never make it on time, because I have to rely on all those middlemen to successfully complete their job in order for me to get my contract done on time. And what Hashem is saying here is just go direct. And this is exactly what I took into my own business. Is I said, okay, I have to be in control of the manufacturing process. I have to be at the top of the supply chain. Why, if I'm going to spend my hard-earned money to bring in the supply, why go through all these different channels if I can just go straight to the source, get to the factory, control the supply chain, and then fulfill even more business, get even more clients, completed with any purchase orders that I receive. So Hashem is saying the same thing. We might think that we have to go through a middleman or a distributor, or hey, if I have a problem, let me go to this middleman. I mean, definitely we spoke earlier about a Rav. A Rav is very good because a Rav is available to you. A Rav can respond to you. A Rav can give you answers. But always try first to go direct to the source, and that is Hashem. Try to go to God yourself and speak to him directly and ask whatever it is that you think you need. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small to go direct. And you'd be very surprised the miracles that you'll see if you do that. And we do this, we can do this during our prayers. Breslov actually has they call it Hitbodedut, and it's a form of meditation. Go to get yourself lost, go to some park somewhere quiet, and just speak to God. It's very, very hard to do that. Personally, I don't feel I've ever been able to get to that level of just having a full-blown 10-minute, 20-minute conversation with Hashem. But what I did achieve, what I could do is to give 2-3 sentences. It could be, please, this person such and such, give them a refuah, help them recover. In my business, I'm having trouble with this situation, with this client or with this employee. Ask for those things and you'll see, true miracles. Besides that, of course, if you want a little boost, what I've done in the past is I've gone to the online to the Ohel of the Rebbe. You could send a letter to the Rebbe. Just go to Google, send letter to Rebbe, and you'll see there's a place there where you could send a letter, and I've seen miracles from there as well. So we compare this to, for example, a child that wants to ask his father for something. He asks his father. He doesn't go through an intermediary to get the question answered. He goes directly to his father. Hashem is our father. And we cannot forget that. We can't make the same mistake as the golden calf. This is why the sin of the golden calf back in our days happened, because we were looking for an intermediary. Our people were in the desert. They weren't hearing back from Moshe. They weren't hearing back from Hashem. And so they basically decided to take matters into their own hands and build this golden calf. And they said, maybe if we build this calf, we will, pray to it and we'll get the answers this way. Something so small and so simple. My business partner today, yesterday he was playing basketball and he cannot write. He cannot do a lot of things just by spraining his finger. And his focus is on just Hashem, please help me with this finger. He can't do anything. And we don't realize that just something so small can literally practically disable us for a lot of things that we do every day. And so we have to, again, little things that it could be so small that we think are maybe too big or too small, whatever it is. There's no level to asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for help. There is something called the Rami Oved Avi. An Aramean wanted to destroy my father. And this is basically the Yetzer Hara that comes to us. This is the evil inclination that comes to us and says, don't pray. No, don't ask our father for something. Try to resort to other mediums. Try to go to Don't go directly to God to ask for things. And we have to be reminded that we don't need any middlemen. We don't need anyone between us and Hashem. Ask Hashem for what you want directly, and you will start to see huge miracles and big differences in your life. If you experience this and you've asked Hashem and you've tried this, what I'm talking to you about, please post in the comments, post in the comment section, like my post, on any of the social media channels. I want to hear about them, and I love your messages. Thanks everybody who sends me personalized messages as well, how some of these videos have you've seen changes in your life in a positive way. Have a wonderful